The Avenue All Access 29RL. Now, everyone knows it's one of the most popular models in our Avenue lineup, but even more than that, we've made a great number of updates on the inside and the outside for the 2026 model year. Let's take a look at those. Hello everyone, I'm Jake.
And I'm Chandler.
And behind us is the Avenue 29RL. Chandler, what are some of the specs?
This unit's gonna come in at 32 feet, 11 inches, and weighs just about 9,600 pounds.
So as I mentioned, we're gonna take a tour of the inside and the outside, going over the all new updates for 2026. Let's get started on the inside.
The highlight of the 29RL on the inside is the two opposing slides that opened up the main living space area. The RL stands for rear living, so you're gonna have your rear entertainment area with the middle kitchen island as well as the front bedroom setup. Let's go take a look at the rear living now.
Yeah, Chandler, you're exactly right. Focusing on the rear living of something that, again, keeping under 33 feet long. I feel like we did a great job here with the 3-seat sofa here that also turns into a trifold as well for extra sleeping area. That area right there is plenty large enough. You have to fold down, and then a great spot across from the TV as well.
Yeah, no, this command center is really awesome. You're directly across from the fireplace as well as the large TV. We also put in extra large slide out boxes, so it gives you the huge window, see the campsite if you want to. But one of my favorite parts about this floor plan is actually the kitchen. So I think we should head there next.
Yeah, actually, and one thing about the kitchen is this ottoman serves as part of the dinette, is that right?
Yes, yep. It's a movable ottoman and go anywhere you want.
Great, well, let's take a further look. Now that we're here in the kitchen, I want to point out some of these key features to make your everyday life so much easier. Let's start with a dedicated drawer here that has silverware storage. We do have some glazed birch drawers as well to give you that higher end feel. Solid surface countertop throughout this main level here. Even a 30-inch over-the-range microwave and a 12-volt refrigerator, which, by the way, while that slide is in or in road mode, you have full access to the cold part of that refrigerator. And directly across from this kitchen island here is that 4-person dinette, which you saw the ottoman in the previous frame that actually serves as a seating area. Now, one key thing I want to point out in the kitchen area here is the window directly behind this cooktop. We actually placed a pantry right next to the refrigerator to give you better 360-degree lighting in here. Now, the pantry is a floor-to-ceiling height, which gives you ample storage, and right next to that is a coffee bar with extra storage there. Now let's head upstairs and find Chandler and take a look through the bathroom and the bedroom.
Now that we've made it to the bathroom, one of the key features here is going to be the large countertop with a medicine cabinet above. You're also going to have a dedicated spot for your linens, as well as a porcelain toilet and your large shower. Now let's go check out the bedroom. New for 2026, we've actually changed the bed width. We've added 6 inches and made it an Olympic-sized bed. That's solely because the Avenue is the only mid-profile on the market that's on a 101-inch wide body. Also in the bedroom area, you're gonna have plenty of storage over your bed as well as around your bed. The Avenue will also feature washer and dryer prep in the bottom 2 storage compartments. And lastly, you'll have your own dedicated AC unit. Now let's go talk about some of our favorite customer-driven features.
So our customer-driven features is quite the laundry list. In fact, there's about 100 of them here at Alliance. But let's talk about some of the North Stars here on this 29RL. One of my personal favorites is the slide outs being rack and pinion, and also just the sheer size of them. That vertical height goes a long way. And lastly, it's just the overall benchmark chassis. Now, focusing on those shorter and lighter weight floor plans shouldn't mean that the overall square footage should take a back seat. So that extra 5 inches without impacting the overall length, I think is a very big win for this floor plan.
Absolutely, it opens up the entire space. Some of my favorite customer-driven features has to be that there's no in-floor heat vents anywhere on our units. You're also gonna have 2 ACs on this floor plan, and you can run both of them on 30 amps. So if you're at a state or national park where they have limited service, you still have full functionality of your coach. And lastly, you're gonna have your color and number coded wiring system. So if you have any issues, you're able to diagnose it really easily or have a mobile tech fix it a lot faster.
Great points, Chandler. That'll finish up the interior tour. Let's go ahead and walk through some of the stuff on the outside.
Now that we made it to the outside of the coach, one thing everybody has to be wondering, Jake, how is this unit constructed?
Specifically for our Avenue line, we're using a PVC roof membrane that's actually standard across every VIN number and brand that we make here at Alliance RV. But our sidewalls, now we use an interior and an exterior composite material, which also you're gonna find that composite material in the floor of this main level as well. Very, very great for protecting yourself against water intrusion. It's also twice as strong as Luan or wood. But another foundational benefit that we have is the standard Goodyear tires. We have that benchmark chassis as well. So you have some half-inch shackle kits that are thicker than normal, as well as some welded V-bracket spring hangers, a fully covered underbelly, heated tanks. Chandler, the list goes on.
That's awesome. Now let's check out some features in the pass-through storage. The pass-through storage is where you're gonna be storing all your stuff, but not only has it a ton of storage space, it's also got a couple of different features in here. You're gonna have three-way switches that control not only your awnings from the outside, but also your slide outs. Super handy on the off-door side where you're able to watch your slide go out if you're close to a tree. New for 2026, you're also gonna have your universal Starlink prep. Basically, think of it like a hardline. It is an Ethernet cord from one point to the other, right to your router on the inside. You'll also notice our new 2026 Fusion lights. This goes on our awnings as well as in our pass-through storage. Now, as we go to the front of the coach, you'll have your large storage compartment that will house your battery compartment as well as our inverter prep. You also will have your Kurt Rotaflex pin box. Now let's go meet Jake on the off-door side pass-through storage.
Moving on from the front end, one thing I want to point out is the location of the electric leveling system. Now, where we put it is specifically located to make sure you have perfect line of sight between where you're standing and that kingpin. Right next to that, you're going to find the off-door side storage area here. You'll see a removable panel that gives you full access to all of the plumbing and mechanicals that we have back there. You'll also notice how clean and organized it is. That's a major enhancement we've done on our production line. Also, you're gonna have all your plumbing hookups right in here, nicely enclosed by this baggage door. And just like Chandler mentioned on the door side, the off-door side features a three-way switch that operates this off-door side slide up, which is also right next to the 60,000 BTU on-demand water heater. Now let's head to the rear wall and talk about that.
As we make our way to the rear of the coach, a couple highlights here. You'll have your universal backup camera prep, so any camera will fit. You'll also have your 3,000-pound receiver hitch back there, so you can tow anything behind it, or bike rack form, it'll be about 300-pound capacity. Then lastly, you'll have your steel ladder, but one of my favorite things about this ladder is the low rung on the bottom. Makes it a lot easier to get up on that ladder. It's also a lot sturdier than any plastic ladders. Now let's go meet Jake back at the front of the unit and learn more about Alliance RV. This concludes our tour of the 29RL. Before we let you go, Jake, why don't you tell them a couple favorite features of yours?
Well, I think one update that we did for this model year is upstairs, that 66x80 Olympic queen bed paired with our wide body chassis right there. I'll tell you what, I don't think of a single person that would not find how much more convenient camping would be there. The other part though is access to that refrigerator while you're in transit. Being able to get to that while you're on the road, I think is just a great win for anybody.
Absolutely. Well, Jake, how can they connect with us?
Yeah, so for more product information, head on over to alliancerv.com. Now, if you want to connect with us on a more personal level, Chandler, how do they get a hold of us?
They can follow us on any social media at Alliance RV. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Thank you, guys.
Jesus.
Yeah, you get like
you got like echoes in there or something?
All right, Yep. Hold on.
You up. Bathroom. Now that we made it to the bathroom, one of the key features here is gonna be the large countertop. Okay. Fixed size bed. That's solely due Now let's go check out, don't be in my shot.
I was gonna pull an alien and crawl from one side to the other. What a time to be alive, man. I remember back in the day, I was barefoot, walking up a hill both ways.
Kinda.
Well, head on over to alliancerv.com or comment below. We'll get a... What do we normally say?